Anything else on this before we go?
More Olympics, but
All
now
right.
going
Okay.
over to track and field.
Yeah, that is correct. Going to the track and field, talking about Anna Hall qualifies for the women's heptathlon. Is that what type of material my skillet is made out of? What is that, Sol? Please
So the
tell me.
heptathlon, instead of the decathlon, this is 7 events on the women's side, which is 100-meter hurdles, high jump, shot put, 200-meter long jump, javelin throw, and 800 meters. And she won this after having a knee surgery 6 months ago. So I'm really,
Yeah.
and there's been some other people down the list that we're going to talk about that had surgeries or knee surgeries and have come back and freaking balled out in these Olympic trials. And Anna Hall is one of those.
Oh shoot! I just got knee injections. Maybe I should get knee surgery. Maybe I would have swam a little bit better today.
And,
But
oh,
yeah, dude, that's awesome though. Josh, anything on that as far as for Anna Hall?
I mean, all the it's I love the flans. It's like the one thing I look forward to is just like, but it's like late, and especially like during the Olympics, it's like the last event to always go is like one of the flans going on because they're always doing like every event known to man in track and field. So it's just like, oh, we've got done with the 400, yeah, but this person still got the shot put and and shit to do. So I always like that.
Yeah, yeah.
and then
Thrawn is the new villain in the Star Wars universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe something a little bit different. Yeah. Soul.
there on the right too. Yared Nagusi qualifies for the 1500-meter in second place behind Cole Hawker, reminding that he did qualify for Tokyo, but ended up getting injured right before Tokyo and not being able to go and compete. And you're not considered an Olympian until you actually do the event. So he's finally going to be an Olympian. So congratulations to him, Hawker, and Kessler.
Yeah.
There.
Good job. Good job, guy.
Going on, we got
I don't care. I'm still just gonna fucking do it.
Valerie Constein wins the 3,000-meter steeplechase a year after tearing her ACL. In her post-run interview, she emotionally talked about how she only started running on the ground in September and started doing workouts in December and was able to run her personal best time. So again, being injured not that long ago, now going to the Olympics. And on the right there, we got 200-meter with Tokyo bronze medalist Gabby Douglas wins qualifiers and makes it to her second Olympics. Shikari Richardson, she tied her lifetime best in the semis, but ultimately doesn't qualify in the finals. She runs a little bit slower in the finals, gets fourth place, doesn't make it to the Olympics in the 200-meter. And shout out to Mackenzie Long, who she got third there. Her name's right next to Gabby Thomas's. Her mom died this year, and her mom told her right before her died, "You're going to the Olympics." So she was shouting out her mom in her post interview, and it was very sweet. And so one of those things, I was talking to my mom and I was like, maybe her mom was up there and it was just like, no, Shakari, you're not going to do it. My baby needs to go to the Olympics, and like pushed her a little bit on there. So,
Right.
but congratulations to these ladies.
Yeah. Definitely congrats. I watched that post interview as well. Yeah. I mean, I may have been cutting onions at the same time. I don't know. But yeah, with Mackenzie, that's a great little note that she kind of talked about her mom there at the end of it. Josh, do you think you could beat Gabby Thompson or Valerie Constantine in a race?
If I was 22
Maybe you got
years
knee
old,
surgeries.
and just a specimen, yeah.
All right.
Are you trying to say you're not a specimen now, Josh? Believe in yourself.
In a different sense.
I mean,
Take
we
that
were
for
all
what you will.
specimens at one point, right?
I'm a specimen in certain. I can't. Specimen is just a weird word. Can we move on before I say something stupid?
Moving on.
I think it happened already.
Tara Davis Woodall won the long jump, jumping 7 meters flat. And a cute tradition she has after she performs, she puts on a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots, and her husband lifts her up, which her husband, a hunter, is a Paralympian himself. So he's probably, I don't know when their qualifiers are, but he's probably going to be at Paris as well.
Yeah. Well, this ain't Texas. Whoo. Yeah, that's so cool. And I mean, he hides it well too. With he's got good cut of the pants. You can barely tell he's a Paralympian. But dude, that's just cool. I mean, you can imagine there's probably like a lot of couples, maybe a little bit of hookup culture, because they're all on, on the road. They're all kind of housed in the same area. But yeah, you'd love to see it. Some of these stories and these relationships kind of starting to kind of sprout up a little bit. So I'm excited for the Olympics, Bachelor episode, basically.
Right.
Where we get to hear about what else going on down there.
Hey, that's how Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird became a couple.
Yeah.
And Josh spoke of her earlier. Sydney McLaughlin, Lavroni now. That's her husband's last name. She is so good. Ties the world record in her finals and the 400-meter hurdles. She can't be beat. She's gonna get gold again.
I will knock on all the wood. Don't you do the thing? Don't you do the thing?
She's so good.
She's so good.
Well, we can do this thing, right?
And this is history being made.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I thought this was her video.
No. Then we have history being made there in the video that Tvshka was showing. First race with 3 runners under 13 seconds in the 110 meter hurdles on the men's side. Look at how fast they are.
Dude, look at all that cartilage.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tight race.
Mm-hmm.
So Grant Holloway with 12.88 seconds. Freddie Crittenden, I hope I'm saying his name right, 12.93. Daniel Roberts, 12.96. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and 3 under 13 seconds, and then everybody else was almost like right there.
Right.
I mean, when you're talking about tenths of seconds in these races, I don't know, it's just crazy because I would not even be near that. I'd be 13 minutes. I'd be falling over each of them.
I watched Grant and some of his other qualifiers. I think the dude's going to break the record. I think he will at the end of the day. When it comes to crunch time, I think Grant Holloway. Sorry, there's a lot of Grant Williamses in the world. Grant Williams used to play for the Celtics. He was a former Tennessee Volunteer. Anyway, Grant Holloway. Excuse me. I think he will, if the way he's going and the pace that he's going, he will break the record. He's flirting with it. That's for sure.
Definitely. And then Noah Lyles, which we talked about him last week in his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, he did show up for the 200 meter with the full setup thing, but the end of this race had me cracking up.
Let's set the field for the men's 200 final, which is tomorrow. Here we go. This is the last semi. Making sure he takes care of business on the outside, so he'll come off the turn with a lead.
Again, fast.
Mm-hmm.
Making fast things look not fast.
And then right here, me?
Guess what?
I feel like he had planned that. He kind of had it's like Tyreek Hill. He just kind of plans his end zone dances.
And I haven't looked at the Jamaicans this year, but Noah's definitely, for what from the World Championships and stuff, he's been the guy to beat.
Yeah.
So.
He did what Shikari was trying to do, but wasn't able to. Is going to be representing us in the 100 meter and 200 meter.
Mm-hmm.
And the final thing for track and field, we got Terry Crews here. He also wanted to get into the fun, just like Snoop Dogg.
The Olympic silver medalist back in Atlanta in 1996. He built this cage and that throwing venue, and he was a pretty proud teacher by the end of your class.
Listen, Lance gave me all the tips. It was crazy. I was even wearing his shoes while I was doing the throw. And first of all, I can tell you, I'm really sore. I am so sore right now. My hamstrings, my neck. I mean, everything involves the throw. And I had no idea how much your whole body was involved with this thing. It hurt. It's going to hurt tomorrow morning. I'll tell you that right now.
That was going to be my question, Terry. What part of you is telling you to never do that again right now?
Again, my hamstrings are still humming, and I feel it in my neck. But when you see these guys,
That's what I was thinking.
you see their quads, their hams, their bodies, their necks and shoulders. It all comes from there. It's an amazing thing to watch.
The Olympic silver.
Yes, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see with that kind of like with me lately. I've been kind of playing left-handed on the drum set, and it's not like my left is just weak. It's just the muscle memory. Like they're not synchronized, so it's almost like they're fighting each other. So for him, I mean, he's got all the muscles. He's fit as hell, but just straining something that you're just that are just not used to working in rhythm or in conjunction with each other, and just overstraining. So yeah, that's crazy though. But dude, I mean, good toss.
Right.
It was pretty nice.
And showing just like how tough it is to do some of these sports, even for someone like Terry Crews.
Yeah, almost like a hyper focused talent or development. Just that real niche thing. But that's the Olympics, right? I mean, super niche. Niche, please. I'm just gonna do it every time something rhymes.